Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? It's your guy, DeMarcus Tunstall with the Beta Project. I hope you're doing well. This is a great day to be awesome. If you haven't figured it out yet, every day is a great day to be awesome, and that's how we roll. Let's go ahead and talk about today. Today is going to be December 19th. It's going to be 2019. We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. You got less than 12 days before the end of the new year and 6 days till Christmas. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Don't ask me. We're going to be talking today about amnesia, and today's quote is nice and easy. It is, life is tough, but so are you. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? I got my collar popped because I'm feeling good right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting my Fonzie on or something. Anyway, so what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your guy, DeMarcus here, and you know, as I always tell you, you are, there it is, you're blessed. Congratulations. You know it. You should know it. So we're going to talk about amnesia today, because amnesia is pretty cool. In this terms, not in real terms. Amnesia is about forgetting. It's about what you remember to be true as being gone. There's short term, there's long term, but there is amnesia, right? And so I want to bring up a couple things, ladies and gentlemen. Who you are now is not going to define your life, possibly. There's a possibility that who you are is going to be huge. And who you were, which is what you are right now, will be forgotten. And so what I want you to think about here, and this is a really big perspective, is that whatever you're going through in your life, it's okay. You got to have amnesia at that, because it won't be there necessarily later on down the road. That's number one about the amnesia. But my main thing is that your life can change at any time, and what you are known to be and what you're known as and what people clown you to be may not be what you end up being known for in the end. You have the possibility to change your life at any flipping time. And so what I want you to think about is that not necessarily about the amnesia, forgetting who you are, but being so great that nobody can remember what you were. Nobody remembers who you were before you became what you're supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? The amnesia part of this is that you need to step forward in your life so that you're not just a druggie. You're not just an alcoholic. I have friends I play kickball with they're great people, but they drink a whole lot. I had one friend especially, he drank a whole lot, and one day he came and said, I don't drink no more. And I was really happy for him. And as he continues his journey and his growth, hopefully, because the thing is, he's been that guy, he's been that drunk guy at kickball. He was that drunk guy. And hopefully one day he'll lose that tinge of being that drunk guy, and he becomes something great, maybe a business owner, maybe who knows what he could be. The possibilities are endless. So I want to show you this, if you remember this. Do you remember this person right here on the right? So this is Drake, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you forgot that Drake was on a show called Degrassi. And Degrassi was a show that he played a kid in a wheelchair. And so he played this kid in a wheelchair. Let me move this over here. He played this kid in a wheelchair right there. And that's what he was known to be. And then Drake decided, you know what? I'm going to make a different decision now. And so because Drake decided, hey, I don't want to play this kid in a wheelchair, he was very convincing. Everybody thought he was actually in a wheelchair. But he decided he wanted more. So he made a decision. He started changing things in his routine, in his life. And next thing you know, he's this guy. The guy who's on stage, he's celebrating, he's, doing all these fancy things with fancy people. Why? Because he elevated his life and became a commodity the world could no longer ignore. Not only could they not ignore him, but they had amnesia about the person that he was before, what he was doing. Before he was an actor, yes, that's true. He was in a wheelchair in the show, yes, that's true. But now he's a multi-millionaire mogul in the rap industry. Thomas Edison. Actually, Albert Einstein was labeled as dumb, and then all of a sudden he decides he's not going to go to school no more. Now he's the most brilliant person alive. The Wright brothers were bicycle repairmen. Now they're the fathers of aviation. You don't remember that they were bicycle repairmen in the shop, because that's basic. See, I mean, you can get your basic chai latte, or you cannot, do you get what I'm saying? So you could be basic over here, but the thing is, greatness is on its way. But you got to be so great that they forget who you were. It doesn't matter that you went to prison. It doesn't matter, E.T., homeless. Doesn't matter that you were homeless. Les Brown, great motivational speaker. He was labeled educated, mentally retarded, I think. I think that's what he said. It doesn't matter, because now he's one of the greatest speakers in the world. Tony Robbins, abused. You don't have to stay that way. Ladies and gentlemen, your current past or your current present doesn't define who you are unless you stay there. See, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to make a different choice to go to the next level. If you don't do that, then nothing changes. Here's my next quote. Nope. This is my next quote. Everything, ladies and gentlemen, in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, you must make a different choice. Are you choosing not to go out on Friday night and Saturday night, but instead staying inside and working on an invention to make more money? Or are you complaining about how you're broke? Are you complaining about how love is never going to find you and woe is me, and not doing the choices to get the love that you deserve by changing yourself and becoming a better man or woman, by changing the person that you reflect? Because remember, you attract who you are. So if you're attracting who you are, the question is, who are you? And a lot of people don't want to necessarily tackle that point, because if I am who I am, if I attract who I am, that means that if I'm attracting dogs or I'm attracting horrible people, there's a reason why I'm attracting them, and it's true. Quality men and quality women don't go for average or below average. They don't have time for that. Keep that in mind. So if you got to walk inside of a restaurant, and you see a pretty girl and you want to talk to her, you got to make a different choice. You got to walk out, you better come back inside and say hello to her. Why? Because that changes your outcome. If you see this picture, the railroad has different outcomes that you can choose. If you keep going on the straight line in this particular picture, you're just going to end up going wherever that goes. But if you make a left or right, you can go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is, we've been limited by our choices for some strange reason in our lives. We have decided that it's okay the way we are, but what's worse is that we feel like we can't change it, as if there's no other option and no other place to go with what we want. But that's not the truth. That's our truth, because that's what we believe and we want to believe, because it makes us comfortable. But there's always a way, and there's always a way to change what's going on with you. If there's a situation in your life that needs changing, step up and be the one to change it. But you can't sit back and complain because of the fact that, it is the way it is. You got to step forward. I mean, like I said, the reason I love this Drake example, I was kind of thinking about it, and this is what started this quote. I don't know where he is. There we go. The reason that this video was even introduced, because I saw a picture of Drake in Degrassi, and I was like, wait a second, he's the same Drake. And I was like, he became so great that people forgot who he was. And I'm not saying that, all his actions are great, but I'm saying that he changed the perception of the world and the way he perceived himself in such a way that who he was forgotten. So you aren't what you are right now. You can be more. You just have to choose to be more. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read this last quote to you, because it's really powerful. Everything in your life, ladies and gentlemen, everything in your life is a reflection of a choice that you have made. You decide where you're going. If you're broke, make a different choice. If you're on drugs, if you're alcohol, make a different choice. If you're promiscuous, make a different choice. If you can't find a boyfriend or girlfriend, make a different choice. Your kids aren't acting right, make a different choice. You ain't making enough money at work, make a different choice. There's so many infinite choices, ladies and gentlemen, but for some reason we believe that we only have one in each and every situation. Sometimes a choice is to walk out of your job. That's what the lady at Spanx did, walk out of her job and created something different. It's okay to make huge choices. Why? Because those huge choices that you're making will change the direction of your life. And if you want a different result, you must make a different choice. I think that's so fantastic. Let me go ahead and get to the last one here, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the deal. Life is tough, but so are you. You are made to bend and flex just like the bamboo tree and not snap. But it's going to take time to get that way. Right now, you might feel a little tender. That's okay. You might feel a little sore right now. It's okay. You might feel a little sad right now. It's okay, because you're stronger than your situation. You just got to make it through. God made us very resilient. He made us able to handle so many things. So make sure that you're out there and you're taking what He is giving you and making that blessing change the world. But you don't have to be seen the way you are. I'm telling you right now, I'm not seen the way I was in high school. I was an inappropriate little bad child, and just not a good. That's not. But I don't want to be known for that man anymore. So I made a different choice. One day I just picked up the book and said, hey, I want to be a different man. And so I started on my journey. Now I'm not done yet, but the great thing is that people who knew me then will understand that there is a difference between the man I am now and the man I am then. And now, right now, what you see is going to be my past, and I will be a different man in later times than I am right now. But that's because I'm making different choices. I'm making choices to choose myself, to grow myself. It's okay to be selfish and to grow yourself, as long as when you get your growth, you share it with everybody. But it's not okay just to be selfish, And that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Get amnesia, on your problems, and then grow yourself so everybody cannot deny your greatness and they will have amnesia about who you were. And that's all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you. Now go out there, be great, and let's start some amnesia. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day.